the ground shake.
Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Gummy, and today we are back for another plushie tutorial. To be more specific, another Pokemon plushie tutorial. So today we are doing Squirtle. Last time we did Charizard, and you guys absolutely loved it. You smashed with the support, and I was really grateful for that. You guys wanted more, and that's what we're doing today. Today we're doing Squirtle, as I said, and in the future I've got a bunch more videos coming, such as Mewtwo, and also Eevee, Bulbasaur, characters like that. So plenty of content still to come, so stay tuned for that. As well as, of course, the Pokemon statues I've already done, such as Team Instinct, Valor, and Mystic Trainers, and then also potentially the team leaders in the very near future. So again, subscribe to the channel if you're new, if you want to stay tuned for all that cool stuff coming up in the future. Without any more time wasting, let's get straight into the video. So the blocks you're going to need to build this are the following. You'll need birch planks, smooth sandstone, sand, white wool, light grey wool, light blue wool, cyan wool, brown wool, spruce planks. You'll need dark oak wood stairs, spruce wood stairs, black wool, snow, clay, or, and this is a big or, instead of snow and clay, quartz. So that's an alternative. I'll put that to the side and we'll discuss that later on. And then finally, buttons. You'll need 2 buttons. So, what we're going to do is we're going to find a nice empty area and we're going to begin building. Now, before we do, again, I want to give credit to the designer. This was designed by Nebula or RustledDaJimmies. I'll leave a link to his social media down in the description. Again, go show him some support. Anyways, beginning the tutorial now, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with the body, at least the front of the body for now, which is 6 tall and 6 wide. So 6 blocks tall and 6 blocks wide. So we're going to start off on the left side here for the first layer. We're going to place 2 birch planks, 1 white wool, 1 light grey wool, and 2 birch planks. So as you can see, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 blocks wide. So that is the first layer. We're now going to do 5 more. So starting on the second layer, we're going to place 1 smooth sandstone, 4 birch planks, and 1 smooth sandstone. The third layer is 2 birch planks, 1 sand, 1 smooth sandstone, and 2 birch planks. Now if you're wondering why I keep on backing up after each layer, it's just to give you guys an opportunity to pause and catch up if you need to do so. If not, no worries, just carry on watching the video, skip ahead, but if you want to pause, feel free and catch up. Again, take your time. So the fourth layer now, starting on the left side again, is 1 sand, 1 smooth sandstone, 2 birch, 1 smooth sandstone, and 1 sand. After that, the fifth layer is 2 birch, 1 smooth sandstone, 1 sand, and 2 birch planks. And the final layer, which is of course the 6th layer, is 1 light blue wool, 1 smooth sandstone, 2 birch planks, 1 smooth sandstone, and 1 light blue wool. So with that said, that is a 6x6 square, as you can see right here. That is the front side of the body and basically Squirtle's chest. Again, opportunity here to pause if you want to do so. What we're going to do now is start making this plushie 3D by working on the sides of the body. So, we're going to start on the left side first. What we do is we come to the bottom left corner to this birch plank here, and then flip round to the left side of it. So we're now looking at a side-on view. From here, we're going to go 1 block to the left using smooth sandstone, 1 white wool, and then 1 brown wool. So we're extending it 3 blocks to the left. Now the side of the body is 4 wide and 6 tall. So same height, but it's 4 wide. However, the 4th row is already done because this is the 4th row, the front basically. So all we're doing is expand it backwards 3 blocks to the left, and then we'll do this layer by layer. So starting on the second layer, starting on the left, we're going to go up 1 spruce plank, 1 white wool, and 1 smooth sandstone. As you can see here, it will connect to the 4th block and make a row that is 4 wide. The third layer is 1 brown wool, 1 light grey wool, and 1 smooth sandstone. The 4th layer is 1 spruce plank, 1 brown wool, and then 1 white wool. And I placed sand there instead of white wool, my mistake. So again, just to clarify, that is white wool. I believe I said white wool, but then I placed sand for some reason. So the next layer, which is the 5th layer, is 2 brown wool, 1 light grey wool, and then the final layer is 1 spruce plank, 1 brown wool, and then 1 light grey wool. As you can see here, that is 6 blocks tall and 4 blocks wide, and that is the left side of the body. Now again, feel free to pause if you want. I don't know how many times I should probably say that before it drives you mentally insane, and myself probably, but I really want to clarify. It's always good to pause, take your time, and go at your own pace. Don't rush ahead. So from a side angle now, you can see what it looks like, and we're now going to head round to the right side and continue. So coming round to the right side now, again, same logic applies. We come to the bottom left corner to this birch plank here, and then we're going to extend 3 blocks to the right. So we go 1 smooth sandstone, 1 white wool, and 1 brown wool. Now this side is slightly different, very ever so slightly different. The second layer, again from left to right, is 1 smooth sandstone, 1 white wool, and 1 spruce plank. The third layer is 1 smooth sandstone, 1 light grey wool, and 1 brown wool. The fourth layer now is 1 white wool, 1 brown wool, and 1 spruce plank. The next layer, which is the 5th layer, is 1 light grey wool and 2 brown wool. And then the final layer is 1 white wool, 1 brown wool, and then 1 spruce plank. As you can see, tiny differences. I believe the only differences on the other side, this block here, is light grey, but it's still a difference that identifies this side as different from the other. With that said, again, opportunity to pause, 6 tall and 4 wide. So that leaves us now with the final side of the body, which is of course the rear side. If you come around to the rear side, you can see here, it is the same size as the front, so it's 6 tall and 6 wide. However, we already have a row here on the left, and we already have a row here on the right, which is 2 already done. So if we subtract 2 from the 6, that equals 4. So there should be a 1, 2, 3, 4 block gap in between. And that essentially means we only have to place 4 blocks per row, so we're eliminating half the work. Well, not really half the work, but a fair bit of the work. A third of the work, to be more precise. So, anyways, before we continue rambling on about maths and stuff, we're going to start. So, starting at the bottom left corner, we're going to place 1 brown wool, 2 spruce planks, and 1 brown wool, and it should connect up like this. The second layer, we're going to place 1 spruce, 2 brown, 1 spruce. And we're now going to alternate this pattern twice more. So the next layer, the third layer, is 1 brown, 2 spruce, 1 brown. And then the fourth layer is the exact same as the second. So spruce, 2 brown, spruce. Fifth layer, same as the first and third. Brown, 2 spruce, brown. And then the sixth layer, same as second and fourth. Spruce, 2 brown, spruce. And it will give you something that looks like this. A little like turtle shell pattern almost. For the top side of this build, it doesn't really matter what you do because it's going to be covered up by the head. I'm just going to fill it in using birch planks just so it looks a bit more finished. But we're not done with the rear side yet, so we're going to stick to here. Again, just it doesn't really 100% matter if you fill this part in because again it will be covered by the head. But I just like filling it in so I feel that it's done. Anyways, back to the rear side. So, we currently have a 6x6 square. We're going to add a 3D shell as a little effect, just to make it look a bit nicer, and also a tail. But it's very simple, so it shouldn't take too long. So the blocks we're going to need for this little shell is our 2 forms of stairs, dark oak and spruce, and then we'll need our brown wool and our spruce planks. What we're going to start off is we're going to come to the bottom left corner and go up 1. We're then going to go to the right once, and then twice, and in front of this 2 brown wool here on the third and fourth block for the second layer, we're going to place 2 brown wool. And when I say place, I mean on top. This is a 3D effect. We're not building it into, we're not replacing, it's on top. So build it on top of the already existent 2 brown wool there, place 2 more. From here, what we're going to do is go up diagonal to left and to the right using brown wool. In between this, we're going to place 2 spruce planks. On top of the 2 spruce planks, we're going to place 2 brown wool. And then either side of the brown wall we're going to place a spruce plank. On top of the brown wall we're also going to place again 2 spruce planks, and it will give you a shape that looks like this. Now at the moment it's looking very circular. We're going to add some edges to it to not really make it look more square, but just to make it look more of a oval shape. So for this we're going to need our dark oak wood stairs and our spruce stairs. In the bottom left and bottom right corner right here we're going to place spruce stairs, and on the top left and top right we're going to place dark oak. Starting in the bottom left, bottom right, what we're going to do is we're going to come to the left side and place a spruce stair on the up part of the block, and it should be facing towards the left and be upside down. Now we're going to repeat this on the right side, but instead of facing towards the left it's going to be facing towards the right. So we place it on the upside of this lower block here, and it will be facing towards the right over there, and again will be upside down. Now we're going to again mirror this on the top side. The top side we're going to be using dark oak. On the left side we're going to place it on the lower half, so it's not upside down and it's facing towards the left. And then on the right side we'll do the exact same on the lower half, facing towards the right. And that is your little shell effect. So I know and I appreciate it is difficult to see what it should look like at the moment, because of course it's kind of blending in with the background, but just for reference, the first block here, the stair, is on the second block and the second row, and then this one's on the 5th block of the second row. For the top part it's on the second block of the 5th, and then the 5th block of the 5th. So in total it's a 4x4 area, and it's got curved edges made out of stairs on each half. For the majority of the pattern, it is the exact same as what is behind it, just made 3D. So hopefully that helps, that makes it nice and simple. Again, it's not too difficult, but now we can go ahead and add the tail. So the tail, again, is really simple. I guess in comparison to Charizard one, like, it's a wonder. It's a miracle how easy this is. So, what we're going to start by doing is underneath this brown wall here, we're going to place 2 light blue wool. That is the starting point. From the right side, this right light blue wool here, we're going to go up 1, and in front of this brown wool, we're going to place a light blue wool. So this is where it's starting to form a separate tail from the shell. We then go 1 block to the right, and it will cover up that stair. And then above this, we're going to go up 1 using cyan, to right 1 using light blue, up 1 using again light blue, and then to left 1 using light blue. And that is the tail. So it's comprised of 8 blocks, so 2 on the first layer, 2 on the second, 2 on the third, and 2 on the fourth. So essentially 4 layers. It's made up of 2 layers of actual proper layers. So this is the first one, consisting of 2 blocks, and then the second one, which is this 6 blocks, one being 2x2, and then one being a 2x1. As you can see from the rear angle, looks like this, and then from the side angle, I like it better from the side angle, because you can really see how the tail separates from the shell. With that said though, that is again the rear side of the plushie complete, and we can now go back to the front side and resume making the rest of the plush. So the next step, which we're going to add before we move on to the head, is of course the limbs, that consisting of the legs and the arms. For the legs and the arms, you're only going to need 2 materials, light blue wool and cyan wool, and we're going to start off with the legs. So come around to the front side, aka the side with a ton of birch and sandstone and sand, and start in the bottom left corner. What we're going to do is place a 2x2 of cyan wool, leave a 2 block gap, and again place a 2x2 of cyan wool. There should, as I said, be a 2 block gap in the middle, and then what we're going to do is add another layer onto them. So on top of them we're going to place a 2x2 of light blue wool, and we do this on both sides, so left and right, and that will give you 2 2x2x2 cubes of light blue wool and cyan, one on left, one on the right. So similar to this is the arms. We're going to start on the top left corner with this light blue wool right here. We're going to go forwards 1 and to the left 1, and then punch out the original block. On the right side we do the exact same, forwards 1 and to the right 1, and punch out the original block, and you're left with a 1 block on that side and a 1 block on that side. We're going to start on the left side first. So what we're going to do is, to the left of this, we're going to place 1 cyan, we're going to go down 1, and then to right using 1 light blue, and that is a 2x2 square. We replicate this now on the right side, so we go 1 to right using cyan, down 1 using cyan, and to the left 1 using light blue wool. Now in front of this, on each side, we're going to place a 2x2 of a light blue wool, and that will turn it again into a 2x2x2 cube, and that is the arms complete. It's as simple as that. With that said, now we can move on to the head, so ultimately the final part of the build. To do this, what we're going to do is we're going to start off on the front side, on top of this light blue wool right here on the left side. As you can see, my cursor is positioned over. We're going to place a light blue wool. We're then going to bring it forwards 1 using cyan wool, and go 1, 2, 3, 4 to right using the light blue, and 1 cyan wool. As you can see, what this does is gives us a 6x1 overhang of the front side of the body, and that is the first layer of the face. What we're going to do is extend this backwards and essentially build a template for the head. So coming around to the left side, we're going to replace this light blue with cyan. We're then going to extend it backwards 1, 2, 3 using the light blue, and then 1 cyan. And this 1 cyan will overhang the rear of the body by 1 block, as the same as this cyan here does for the front side. On the other side now, we're going to do the exact same. So behind this cyan, we place 1 cyan, 3 light blue and 1 cyan, and then we're going to join them together by placing 4 light blue in the middle, and that will give you a 6x6 square. Now that is the template for the head. It's a bit hard to see with all this stuff here, so I'm just going to go ahead and fill that in using light blue, just for demonstration purposes. You can see here that now clearly demonstrates what it looks like. Alrighty, so on the basis you do have this template. As you can see, this represents front side, left side, right side, rear side, each side being 6x6 and the head in general being a 6x6x6 cube. Okie dokie. So we're going to start on the front side first, aka the face. The first layer already done being 1 cyan, 4 light blue and 1 cyan. The second layer is 6 light blue, and then this is the part where we get into the eyes. So for the eyes, again, this is optional. You can use snow and clay, or you can use quartz. Now I'm going to chuck all the other blocks out the way, and we'll have a little discussion about this. Okie dokie. So starting on the third layer, on the left block, you're going to place 1 snow, 1 spruce, 2 light blue, 1 spruce, and 1 snow. The fourth layer is 1 clay, 1 black wool, 2 light blue, 1 black wool, and 1 clay. Now this is where you can use quartz if you want. So instead of snow and clay, which does give a nice texture by the way and a nice contrast, you could just use quartz. It's up to you, do what you want to do. Personally, I think in terms of texture, quartz looks better because the texture is smoother. But then in terms of like variety and gradients and stuff, I think the quartz, the snow and the clay just win it. But again, it's up to you. I'll show you what it looks like on one side with snow and clay, and then on the other with quartz. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you snow and clay, but again, quartz is just something you can consider. Anyways, continuing now with the face, the fifth layer is 6 light blue wool, and then the final layer being the sixth layer is 1 cyan, 4 light blue, and 1 cyan wool, and that will give you your 6x6, and that is the front side of the face. But wait, it isn't. We're going to add a 3D effect. So what we're going to do is come to the first layer, come to the third and fourth block and place 2 blue wool, or 2 light blue wool to be more specific. We're then going to go up diagonal to left and to the right, and then in between, let's just take a second to admire how goofy that looks. In between, we're going to place 2 light blue wool, and that's like a little mouth/nose area. What we're then going to do is get our button, and on the 2 center blocks on the second layer, so second and third, we're going to place 2 buttons, and that is our little 3D effect. Again, that's just representing mouth/nose area. Okie dokie. So with that said, again, I'll give you a brief second to pause if you want, and we're now going to head round to the left side of the head. So the left side of the head and the other sides in general, very, very easy. What we're going to do is we're going to start off, and we're going to do this a bit unusual compared to how we normally do it. So what we're going to do is on top of this cyan wool here, we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4 using light blue wool. So again, on the bottom left corner there's a cyan wool. We're going to go up 4 on top of that using light blue, and then 1 cyan. From this cyan we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right, and that essentially gives you a 6x6 square. And in the middle area, all we're going to do is fill it in using light blue wool. So it's essentially, we're building again a template and then filling it in. So now coming around to the right side, it's the exact same. So bottom right corner is a cyan, we go up 1, 2, 3, 4 using the light blue wool. On top of that, 1 cyan, and then 4 blocks to the left using the light blue. That will give you a 6x6 template, and in the middle just fill it in simply using light blue wool, and that will give you your right side, left and right being the exact same this time. Again, just backing up to give you a second to pause if you want. As you can see here, in total there is the 5 blocks of cyan and then the 2 eye blocks. Again, come around to the left side for a brief second just so you can pause if you want. Exact same. Okie dokie, so coming around to the second to last side, which is the rear side. As you can see, it's a 6x6, left side, right side already done, 4 blocks in the middle, and the good news is that this side is purely light blue wool. So we have the first layer of light blue wool, and we're going to do 5 layers on top of that of light blue wool. Now apologies if my voice has gone a bit croaky, like from what I can tell it has. I don't feel anything, but my voice seems a bit croaky, so I'm not sure why that is, but let's try and get through the tutorial, and then I'll let my voice die on its own afterwards. So, as you can see, that is a 6x6 square. Coming to the final side, which is the top, exact same logic applies. There will be a 6x6 square, however, that's the outline. In the middle part, we're just going to fill it in simply using the light blue wool, and that will wrap up the video and the tutorial. So, I'm going to get rid of my arm, spin around a bit, talk a bit, hopefully my voice doesn't give up on life, and also try and tempt you into checking out my second channel, where I've been doing a bunch of videos on pop vinyls, and also some Minecraft tutorials such as FNAF 4 builds. So again, I really would appreciate it if you checked it out. It is youtube.com/gbgamescreations. I'm growing relatively fast on there, nearly 3k subs, so it's really impressive. I'm really happy with it, and it's a lot of fun. As for the main channel, again, a bunch more Pokemon plushes coming in the very near future, as well as a bunch of YouTuber statues and general cool stuff, so stick around for that. Apart from that, all I can really say is if you want to follow me more, follow me on Twitter @Gummy and Instagram RealGummy. Again, it's just staying tuned for when new videos come out. Apart from that, really do appreciate you watching this video. If you did enjoy, definitely consider leaving a like, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Also check out playlists, all links down below. And again, thank you to Nebula or RustledDaJimmies for the design. Anyways, with that said, really do hope you enjoyed again. Until next time, my name has been Gummy, and goodbye.
In the sky, gazing far into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you?